Rob the House Guy here, and I'd like to say I'm really excited to share this with you, but honestly, I'm sharing this with you out of more of obligation. And what I'm talking about is these two simple forms. Very simple. It seems to be the backbone of our industry as real estate investors these days. And one is just a standard simple purchase agreement, and the other is an assignment of contract. And the whole purpose for these are to take this standard purchase agreement and have an agreement to buy a home from an individual that is selling it, and this will tie up their house. Then you take this handy agreement here and you sell this piece of paper to another investor that wants that deal, and hence that's how you're doing a wholesale deal or an assignment of contract. Now the bad news. The bad news is, for me to give you these two pieces of paper is like a child asking you for a loaded gun. You're like, well, you know what, be careful with it, but here, go play out back. And I kind of feel like that because although these are my standard agreements that I use, and they've got me through hundreds of deals, I always tweak them and modify them just a little bit for each individual deal. I'll change closing dates and tax prorations. I'll change what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. Possession of the property, what's staying with the property, what's going from the property. And that's the things you really got to look at. So I really caution you when you get these to make sure you don't just sign them and send them off. Really talk to the individual that you're buying the home from and make sure all the proper things are in the purchase agreement. And then when you go to assign it, make sure that you're very clear that you are assigning a contract to buy a home and you're not selling the home. And always be completely transparent in any deal you're doing. Don't try to hide things and don't try to manipulate the deal. Be transparent. It's going to work much better. So go ahead and click the link below, and that's going to take you to a page where you're going to actually be able to get the templates that I've used for nearly 2 decades to do literally hundreds of wholesale deals and get yourself started. I'm Rob the House Guy, and I can't wait for you to assign your first contract.